Welcome back to the lab. So today we're going to be taking a look at this case. This is the AeroCool Atomic mini tower case, and straight away, taking it out of the box, I was really impressed with the quality. It's got quite thick steel at 0.5mm, tempered glass panel, and all of the dust filtering is actually in a steel kind of mesh, so it's really sturdy and it's got a bit of weight to it. If we take a look at the front, we'll see that straight out of the factory you get given a 200mm RGB fan, which can just be seen between the grille there, but the case will house 220mm or 240mm fans in the front in replacement of this one, or a 240 or a 280mm radiator. So that's quite a lot of options on the front for cooling. On the top we can see the I/O ports here, which are pretty standard. We've got a power button, two USB 3s, headphones, microphone socket and a reset switch. We also have an LED button which controls the inbuilt RGB controller, which is automatically connected to the front and rear fans, which do come with the case. On the top you have a magnetic dust filter to keep everything easy and clean, which covers some wide venting on the top, which can house either two 120mm or two 140mm fans, as well as a 240mm radiator. So straight away we can see there is a lot of cooling options with this case. If we turn it to the side, we can see that it does have a glass panel. Now this glass panel is a little bit different to others because you actually have a handle on it and it's magnetically hinged to open like that. I also noticed that this glass panel has a black edging, so it actually hides the inside of the case, which was really impressive as well. And a very good feature is that the panel can be removed with ease, which saves you from damaging anything when doing a build. From the inside we can see that it's actually quite spacious. You do get an instruction book with it. The space on the inside will house a micro ATX board or a mini ITX board, so there's no ATX fitting on this one, but you can fit a graphics card with up to a 347mm length, which again is really good. And that's only if you're not having a radiator in the front. It is a little bit shorter if you do have a radiator in the front. The power supply is covered by a power supply shroud, which means you can actually easily really hide all your cabling away, which also comes with a bit of a built-in window so that you can see the power supply you've got. Looking into the back, you'll see that it comes with a 120mm RGB fan, which is actually hooked up to the RGB system with the front one, so they match in colour. And you also get a vertical mount stand built into the actual case, which is a really good feature to see from this. And one of the things that I really do like about this vertical mount is that there's actually it's about 35mm gap from the graphics card, because it only fits a 2 slot, to the actual glass window, which gives plenty of space for air to get to the graphics card. Looking on the back, it's pretty standard and straightforward. We can see our I/O hold there, the rear venting for that fan on the inside, and you can also fit up to a 120mm radiator or a 140mm fan there instead, and 4 PCI slot adapters. Taken off the other side, which is just a plain sheet steel, they provide you with thumb screws, which work really well. And it uses a simple sliding off mechanism. Now the bit I especially like with this side panel compared to others is that everything's actually double rolled round, so there's no sharp edges and all the seams get hidden when you slide it on, which is another really good feature. In the back we can see that our power supply would be fit down here. You get a bag of screws that will help you attach all your things to it, and it comes with some built-in cable management as well as rubber plugs, so that when your cables are going through you can't see straight the way through. There's quite a lot of space here. There's probably about 2.5cm, so 25mm of space to be able to put your cable management in, and there's a lot of these little hookies that you can put cable ties onto, so cable management in this would be quite simple. Here they've actually provided a plastic mount for a 2.5-inch hard drive or SSD, and underneath you'll see there's a little tray that is removable where you can fit up to two 3.5-inch hard drives. In total there is a space for only two 3.5-inch drives, but there is space for 4 or up to 4 2.5-inch drives, one in the back here, one on the top of the caddy, and then two mounting on the insides here and here. All in all, I'm really impressed with the case. I'm actually impressed with the features that you get for the money. So this case costs around £50 delivered, which isn't a high price at all. The quality of the build is quite exceptional, to be honest. I've not really had anything at that budget that has come to this kind of quality. And with the added features that they give you, including the fans that come with it, and they're super silent as well, you can't really hear them, and the inbuilt RGB controller system, which you could just tap off of and plug something else into as well. All in all, I'm really impressed with the build. I think AeroCool are an upcoming brand, and this case really shows that they can compete with some of the bigger brands. If you like this video, make sure you give me a like. Subscribe to the channel so you can see more going forward, and make sure you double check my website, because I'm starting to upload all of my findings on these cases onto my website in the reviews section. I'll put a link below in the description, and I'll see you again soon.